All right, there we go. They are off and running. Everybody in number order. Number 4, 5, and 6 got past the number 4 of Heckler. So he's going to have a meal to make of this. Teemu Lino in the lead, followed very closely by the number 2 of Robert Peach. And then it is Totman, Kurtzbrook, Nair, Heckler. Andy Moore's already made up 2 spots. He's in the 8th position from position 10. Teemu and Peter, Lino and Peach, first and second. It's Lino in the bright orange HB car, Mugen in the white Mugen, going down the main straight, doing 103 kilometers an hour. They're leaving everyone behind so far. Third position is the car 3 of Totman, the B Euro champion. The defending champion, Mazzio. Where's Mazzio at? He is presently in 9th position, so he had a nightmare of a start, as the first 2 cars over the line, again, are Linu and Peach. You can see the live timing on the screen there. You can follow along with your favorite driver and see where exactly they are at any given moment. Thank you to MyRCM for providing the live timing. Felix and Javier, as well as James, our technical guru here, working on that as they're coming through the TV turn around the Protoform P and onto the main straight past the MyRCM turn. Bit wide there in the sweeper by Linu. Peach unable to capitalize. These guys know it's a 45-minute race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So a misjudged lunge on the inside will send them both tumbling, potentially. So Peach, a very good on-road driver. Oh! So tight, so close. Linu closing the door. Sounds like we have a penalty, as we've got Linu and Peach going around the Protoform P. I think that was just a warning. The referees, Javier and Joseph, very closely watching these racers, not just at the front, but also in the rest of the field. Every position is important here. Teemu going a bit, taking the wide line through the sweeper, or into the sweeper. Peach trying to get that inside line through the airport turn, cross the finish line, through the VRC Pro chicane, around the TV corner hairpin. They look like they're just about equal on pace, doing 100 kilometers an hour down the main straight. That's almost 60 miles an hour. Close enough as makes no difference. Teemu, a former European champion in electric turn cars. Peach tries to make a lunge there. But Peach, a former world champion in 1/8 nitro, and former world champion, European champion in this class as well. Teemu coming from the buggy European Championships 1 week ago in Germany that we were at, James and I, for RC Racing TV. And Teemu says it takes him about 10 hours of track time to get used to driving an on-road car and swap back and forth between classes. So on that alone, it is amazing that he is the pole position man in this European A Championship. And it looks like Teemu's got a bit of a gap there. Peach getting sideways somewhere. Is a gap growing? They take completely different lines through these turns, which makes it really intriguing to watch. The running order is still 1, 2, 3. So Totman is in 3rd, with Nair in 4th, Kurtzbrook in 5th, Heckler in 6th, then Wisniewski, Moore, Fernandez, Escandon, and Mazzio, the defending champion, dead last in that car 7, as Teemu and Robert are coming onto the main straight now. Again, 100 miles an hour. Oh, wow, good run of speed from Peach there, but not able to capitalize on it. into the sweeper at the end of the main straight. Through the VRC Pro chicane they come, and Peach is already in the pits. There's only exactly 5 minutes down. Peach comes back out in fourth. We're staying with Timu, and we're going to see if he is getting ready to pit. I see his pit man getting ready, and in he comes. About a 5.5 seconds. Okay, and he comes out overall fourth. Peach is ahead, so that's a pass in the pit lane. So we've got Totman about to pit, and the car 4 of Heckler. They're not pitting. Heckler is pitting. Totman is not. So let's see if Timu is able to catch up to Robert Linu on Peach. Totman hasn't pitted yet in this first round of pit stops. Totman right next to us, and he still doesn't pit. Very good run time from Totman. This could be a significant difference. Let's watch this. The white and green car. Oh, and Totman makes a mistake just coming through the kink. Still not coming in for a pit though. Peach is passed. Now Linu is incredible. My mistake. Totman's car 3. That was car 6 of Nair, who was being lapped. So we've got Linu chasing down Peach. So it looks like Peach is able to not just maintain his pace ahead of Linu, but looks like he's stretching out his lead as well. So let's see where car 3 out on the straight. Where's Totman? Totman, car 3, just coming onto the straight now. He is more than half a lap behind these guys. So first round of pit stops is through. And we're coming on 37 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Sorry about that bit of confusion there. Totman and Nair are running very, very similar schemes. I just didn't look at the number. One is 3 and one is 6. So we're focusing on Linu here, running his HB car. Trying to catch up to Peach. 19.7 lap times for both of them last time. Kirchbuch is in third, also with a 19.7. 19.8 that time around for Linu. So he's just a tiny bit slower. We don't have any information on the track temperature of the actual tarmac of the track, the surface temperature of the road surface, but with the sun on it and no clouds in the sky, I'm going to guess it's about 45 degrees. And presently, we're at about a 26 degree temperature, air temperature. So let's see what the difference here is now. Coming over the line, 19.7, 19.7. Just a tiny bit slower for Linu. The fastest lap time that we've seen all weekend is from Yellow Ghost Camp, I believe in an early morning, well, not early morning, but a morning run when the track was a bit cooler. 19.3 was the lap time. Linu coming up on lap traffic now, recovering number 7 of Mazzio. So Mazzio has been lapped. It looks unlikely that he'll be able to retain his championship. He won it last year against Donko and Balestre, who unfortunately for them are not featuring at all in this main final. following Peach over the finish line through the VRC Pro V. And Peach comes in. Peach getting pitted by his Pico mechanic and out. So let's find Teemu through the EFRA hairpin now. He's still behind Mazzio. Just crosses the finish line, and his pit crew is ready for him. And in he comes, the number 1 TQ man, and he's not able to make up time. It's about Mazzio has flamed out. Stay on Teemu. Dreadful run for Mazzio. Teemu still in second with a 24.9 second lap time. So about 5 second pit stop, 5 seconds extra on the lap time. The running order at the moment with 34 minutes remaining is Peach, Lino, Heckler, Kurtzbuch, Wisniewski, Moore, Totman, Fernandez, Iskandon, Nair, and Mazzio, who is back out and running after flaming out in the middle of the track. Someone shouting, not sure who. Mechanics giving their drivers information. The number 4 car of Heckler comes in for a pit, running third. I think he's lost a couple of positions, but we'll see how it shakes out for this second round of pit stops for him. As the drivers have all sorts of different fuel mileages on their cars. The further we go into the race, everyone's going to be out of sync with everyone else. Teemu still running a solid 2-3 seconds behind Peach. Not making up any time. He's got Mazzio ahead of him. Let's try and find any battle on the track. We got the 2 and the 1. Is that Iskandon getting sideways on the straight? The number. Okay, so let's see here. We got that's the 5 and the 9. 5 there, 8. There, 4. Everyone's fairly spread out. Mazzio still running last. Very bad run for him, but he's still going. Looks like Mazzio's going to have to fairly soon give up some road space to Lino. Following Lino, who is following Mazzio. Lapped car, first lap car. Although Lino doesn't seem to be making up any ground on Mazzio. So he's not being held up. But Peach is slowly pulling away. Very, very slowly. A tenth here and a tenth there. 31.5 minutes to go in this race. 45 minutes total running time here in Valencia. Here in, well, presently sunny Valencia. It was quite overcast earlier in the day. We had some rain overnight, but that has not affected the grip levels today. We have a battle for third, just at the end of the straight. Let's let Teemu go. The next car through the, there we go, through the EFRA hairpin. That's the battle for third. That's the 5 and 8. Kurtzbuch and Wisniewski. Switzerland versus Germany. So there's the battle for third. Of course, there are no more bump ups, but the battle for pride, even though you're not racing for the win, you want to get the podium and get the flowers or candies, but especially the trophy for being on the podium. So Kurtzbuch running the Shepherd in that car 5, the orange, silver, and yellow car. The car immediately behind, red, blue, and white. That's the car 9. Sorry, that's the car 9 of Fernandez Iskandon. Sorry, Eduardo. I got you backwards there. Iskandon, I believe he got past when he got a bit squirrely on the straight when I mentioned it earlier. So this is the closest battle that we have in the track. I'll keep an eye out for Peach and Linu. It looks like Linu has gotten past. I think Peach has come in for a pit. Timu's come in for a pit just now. With these guys, let's stay with these guys. The battle for third. So Linu is coming for a pit, and Nair is flamed out. So Linu maintains position behind Peach. So that's Heckler had a problem there. Or sorry, Kirchbuch. So now it looks like, okay, so it's that round of pit stops done. 29 minutes left to go. Tire change. Wow, that was a very fast tire change. Goodness. All right, so now we've got Peach still out in front. Timu has cleared, in that round of pit stops, Timu has cleared Masio. And we're following Timu now. He's got, I believe that's Patrick Nair. Yes. Nair is behind him. The green and the white and green body had it confused with Totman earlier in the race, but Totman has more yellow on the yellow period on the car. Sort of Masami-esque looking paint scheme. Timu running about 4 seconds behind Peach at the moment. And like I said, he doesn't have Matsuo, the defending champion, behind him anymore. So it's just clear air between Peach and Timu. So let's see if we can pick up where that battle for third is at the moment. It's the 9 and 8. 9 is lapped. So the 8 is running third. And then we have the 4. Totman is running in 8th. Something happened with him. We do have a battle at the end of the straight, Stu. We've got Moore and I believe that's Kurtzbuch is the battle for 4th. So Andy is running in 4th place from 10th on the grid. Andy in his HB car, powered by Maxima, doing extremely well. He's got to be happy with that after having colossal radio problems earlier in the week. He's running in 4th overall. So not a fight for the podium at the moment. They're catching Totman, who's in 8th, and behind them they have Matsuo, who's in 7th. So there's no one around them that can interfere. So let's see what total lap times are doing. Moore is doing a 19.9. Kurtzberg's doing a 19.9. 0.04 of a second faster Kurtzberg was in that last lap. So the lap time is now 19.98 to a 19.92. So 0.06 of a second faster. So if anything, Kurtzberg is very slowly gaining on Moore. Andy must be absolutely ecstatic that his car is handling so well now. And that time around, a 19.8 to a 20 flat, so 0.2 faster that lap for Andy. So, if anything, he's pulled away in that last lap more than Simon was making up on him in the last 2 laps. And this time around, a 19.8 to, no, a 20.0 to a 20.0. Down, the same lap time down to the 100th of a second. But, of course, Andy has to be very careful. There's no lap traffic there. He's got about a third of a lap ahead of him. Several dozen meters of clear track in front of him. As that is Peach, who is coming up to lap Kurtzbuch. in the car 2. So they're going to have to let Peach past. And that time around, it was a 20 flat to a 19.8 for Simon. I think, yep, Peach is just pitted. So he's fallen behind Linu. I'm going to stick with this battle, because they'll probably come in on the same lap, if anything. And it looks like I see Timu's coming for a pit with Mazio. Very slow pit. Oh, a tire change for Timu. Let's see how long this takes. As we're watching Andy and Simon go past. Nope, Simon pits. No tire change for him. Timu goes out in car number 1. Tire change. Which passes Masio, and he's now a lap behind Peach. So that is 24 minutes remaining. It's been 20. Timu actually lets Simon go past. So Peach has come in for a fuel stop. Timu has come in for a tire change, and he's now in 5th. It was a 43-second lap. So that's interesting. Let's see if Peach will come in for a tire change as well. Not now, obviously, but on his next pit stop. And we're with Peach. Simon Kurzberg is flamed out just as he crossed the finish line. So that frees up Andy, who's now in 2nd. So we're still with Peach. Sorry, that wasn't Simon that flamed out. That was a car. Yeah, very similar paint scheme. Car 8 of Wisniewski. So the running order at the moment is Peach, Moore, Heckler, Linu is in 4th. He's got a 20.1 he just did. Peach is still doing a 20 flat lap times. So he's either able to adjust to the wear on the tires. Moore's coming for a pit stop. And a tire change for Moore. Adrian Bertin and Kyle Branson helping out with the tire change. And I know this was a planned tire change. And we'll see how long this tire change takes. And he's back out. So Peach is out. Well, no, Moore is out behind, ahead of Peach on the track, but Peach is still in the lead, well in the lead. So Moore is technically being lapped right now, as we just seen. So let's see how long that lap was for Moore, as he's in 5th place at 45 seconds, so 2 seconds slower than Timu's tire change. Timu doing, he's in 2nd, a 19.9. So, Peach is a lap ahead still, because that's how long a tire change takes, is about an extra 20 seconds. So we'll see if Peach does a tire change. If he does, he may fall into the clutches of Timu Linu, the Finn in the orange car. We're following Robert Peach. So 21 minutes remaining. Let's see. I don't see. I'm having a look in the pits to see if Peach's mechanics are getting ready for a tire change. I see wrench. So on the next lap, I believe Peach will be coming in. So we'll stay with Peach, the car number 2. Started 2nd on the grid. Is presently leading. Timu Linu's pit crew had a 43-second lap time on his tire change and fuel stop. Peach's hasn't come in, but his crew are ready and waiting for him. And I see his mechanic studying his stopwatch. He hasn't shouted up to Robert. Going past again. He definitely has Okay, he's coming in this time around. I just saw him shout up. So we're going to be following Robert Peach in. And here he comes. We're going to watch Timu. I'm going to watch Timu on track. You're going to watch, a fumble. Okay, Timu's gone past. And a tire change. Timu's going to be coming in for a pit stop just now. You can see his mechanic right next to Robert Peach's mechanic. Peach is out. Timu's coming in now. There's Timu's car. And he got hit. That's fine though. Fuel stop, and he's out. That's Alessio Mazzio, the car number 7, who just slid out of the way of Timu. That was not Timu. That was not Peach, I mean. So I think Robert is still well out in front. As Timu's come across the line. Present running order is Peach, Heckler, Linu, Fernandez, Escandon, Totman, Kurzbuch, Mazzio, Nair, Wisniewski, and Moore. What's happened with Andy Moore? Is he broken out? Andy Moore's not counting anymore. Andy Moore hasn't counted for at least a couple of laps now. We're following Timu Linu. As he's going around, he is about a half a lap or 10 seconds or so behind Robert Peach.
Yeah, Frank Andy's out. I've just had a look down the line. He's not racing now.
Right,
he's not
okay.
racing.
Unfortunate for Andy, but to make it into the main final after the week he's had is quite an achievement on his own. Really amazing that he was able to do that. So we've got, let me see where the car 4 is. Second place, Silvio Heckler in the KM. Car 4 is just coming on the straight now. We'll just confirm it's him, and then we'll swap to him because he is about 7 or 8 seconds behind. So yes, Stu, if we can switch to Silvio Heckler coming on the Portaform P right now in the bright yellow car. He's about to go on the main straight as he comes to the RCM timing turns. He's going into the sweeper doing 96 kilometers an hour and through the F return, the F hairpin, and the finish line. So Heckler doing a 19.8 second lap that time around. Peach doing a 20.2, which is, for the final, slow. So he's done a tire change. Most of the drivers have quite high tire wear. So Heckler has car 5 behind him, but that is Kurzbuch. Kurzbuch is in 6th place, so he should not be hassling Heckler. Both of the drivers Swiss, and they're actually pitting right next to each other, so hopefully nothing will happen here that will make things awkward. So Heckler in the pits in 2nd place as Timu goes past to take 2nd. Oh, and he's flamed out. Heckler's flamed out, and his mechanic falls down, slips again. Oh, man. Okay, and he's running. Is he running? He's not running. Change of glow plug. This is the kind of thing you do not want to happen. As he's just been lapped by Timu as he's slipping down the order. He's still in 3rd at the moment. Timu in 2nd. Still not out on the track. Trying to get lined up. Ah, this is the kind of thing you don't want. There he goes. The kind of thing you don't want to see as Timu is coming up. He's about 5 seconds behind him on the track, so he's already been lapped once. He's almost lapped twice by Timu. And Heckler in that KM car is now 5th. Timu in 2nd now, behind the 5 on the track. Where is Robert? Robert's coming around the finish line through the VRC Pro chicane. So, change in the top 3. We've got car 9 now. Hey, guess who it is? Local hero Fernandez Escandon is in 3rd place. If he gets on the podium, the Spanish crowd here will just erupt. Peach in the pits. I'm following a very quick pit stop. Timu just going past now, so still a full pit stop in hand for Robert Peach. Totman giving his mechanics some instruction next to us. As Peach is coming up on Heckler, who had that problem that we were watching. Very unfortunate problem, I might add. So the order is Peach, Lino, Fernandez, Totman, Heckler, Karspruch, Mazio, Nair, Wisniewski, and Andy Moore as the only one to have dropped out in the race so far. No crashes, I must say, to speak of. There have been some nice passes, but mostly as everyone's taking various staggered pit strategies, a lot of the, some of the passes have been happening in the pits. I would say most or all, actually. There's only been a couple of passes on the track, including the one very early in the race by Robert Peach on the poleman of Team Molino. As he goes past our position again through the TV turn, around the Protoform P, around the My RCM RC timing turn down the main straight doing 94 kilometers an hour, around the EFRA hairpin, across the finish line, and through the VRC Pro chicane. Running order still 2-1-9-3 with 13 minutes remaining. So we're probably going to see another 2 or 3 pit stops from everybody. Just depends on the run time that they've got. Now we're not timing these exactly. We don't have that sort of telemetry on hand. We don't have that sort of budget. But we can tell you that approximately 2 or 3 pit stops remain for each of the drivers that are out there on the track right now. And this running order could change completely. Because you never know what can happen in the pits, as we saw by the experience of Silvio Heckler, the Swiss racer, who is being followed by Robert Peach. He goes past the pits. I don't see anybody yet preparing for a pit stop. Yes, we do have one. No, it's all right. It's car 8 of Derek Wisniewski. He's running 9th. So we're following the number 1 car poleman, the Finn, Timulino in his HB. He comes around the sweeper, around the EFRA hairpin bend, through the kink, across the finish line, and around the VRC Pro chicane. A very, 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 very tight chicane. Reminiscent of probably of one of the 2 chicanes on the Mulsanne Straight. I'm sure they're named. I don't know which, because one goes left, one goes right. I don't know which names they are. Or which one's even first or second. But if you know, be sure to shout up in the stream and press the internet with your motorsport knowledge. I'm sure if Nick were here, he'd be able to tell me. He goes around the sweeper and around the EFRA hairpin. Running order still 2-1-9. Peach, Linu, Fernandez Escandon, the local favorite. Everyone running. Peach running a 19.8. Linu running a 19.9. A 20 flat for Fernandez Escandon. 19.9 for Totman. As we're crossing into the 100 lap territory for most of the drivers. So Heckler coming into the pits once again. So if he doesn't flame out, he's okay. So let's see if we can find any battles out there on the track. Peach is running in clear air. No one in front of him, no one ahead of him. Linu running pretty much in clear air. He's got the number 5 of Son Kurtzbuch in the Shepherd ahead of him, but he is running lapped. The 9 and the 3 are next. The 6, so if the 3 of Totman is running by himself, that means the 9 is also running by himself. The 4 of Heckler in 5th, about to be lapped by Robert Peach.
Is that a tyre change or a problem with Timu's car?
I am not sure. Looks
He's been in there a while now. Shaking of the head
man.
from the mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What's happened? Oh, the mechanic has stopped working. Looks like a terminal problem for Linu. Dreadful for the pole man. Not a great result. His mechanic running to the pits, but Linu's going to be several laps down by the time he gets out there. Let's find the car number 2, Robert Peach. We haven't followed him for a little while as he's coming across the start-finish line now in that white car. Robert running the Mugen. As Linu's dropping down the order, unfortunately. At 8 minutes left to go, 8 minutes, 10 seconds. Robert Peach coming through the VRC Pro chicane and around the TV turn. The Protoform P and the RC timing bend. Around the sweeper doing about 95 miles an hour, kilometers an hour, sorry. Andy Moore still watching proceedings, but he's not running. He's technically you're not really meant to, as I believe, as just a mark of respect, but I think it's turned into a rule. You're not meant to leave the driver's stand. With Andy watching proceedings from the driver's stand, from his driving position, but Linu's back out, just coming out of the pits now. So second place at the moment. Let's, Linu's flamed out. I think that might be it. Let's find the second place man. The Scandon just coming underneath us now. The number 9 of Eduardo Fernandez Scandon. Probably the unlikely hero as Linu's going back out on the track. Eduardo amazingly bumped up from the semis into the, he was the first bump up man, the car number 8 in the quarterfinals, bumped up into the semis. I'm not remembering that right. Was he in the quarters and then he bumped up in the semis and now he's in the finals as car number 9. Amazingly, car number 9. Let's hope nothing happens to him. Be great to see a local racer make the podium, but he's running in second at the moment. But as you can see, as what happened to Linu, anything at all could happen at the moment. That's why Linu is still running out there. And car 3 of Thilo Totman. Let's find him out on the track. He's just going through Protoform P now. He's about to go through the timing turns onto the main straight. Stu, let's find Totman coming through after a turn. He's in that white, yellow, and green Masami-esque looking paint scheme as he comes into the pits. There you can see how quick these pits are meant to happen. That was a nice, fast, smooth pit stop. Comes out behind Timu. Timu several laps down now. but he's still running. So Totman coming up on Timu, but I don't think he's going to be able to do a pass. But Totman running in fourth now after that pit stop. So third is actually, let's drop one car to Silvio Heckler in the KM. It's a squirrely looking yellow car through the sweeper. Is he trying to run on one set of tires? He might be, because he's got no traction. As Peach comes up, oh my God! Radio problem.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa! Jose from AE car just stops the engine. What happened there? Well, that takes Heckler out of third. Wow. As his mechanics are checking what happened. Who knows what it might have been? Maybe a servo. When he hit that pit wall, snapped one of the servo arms or something like that. He's got loose, wiggly steering wheels. So we are still with Totman, who's just been lapped by Peach. So now let's see who's car 5. If we drop a car again, just coming through EFRA turn now, that's brightly, what? Is that bright orange and yellow car. Car 5 of Simon Kurzbrook in the Shepherd. He's now running in fourth place. As we've got 3 minutes left to go in this EFRA 1/10 IC 200 millimeter championship. It looks like Nair has had to pull off as well. He's down in the pits. So on the 5, he's now in third place after Nair has pulled off.
I must say, Frank, the first 30 minutes of this race were pretty calm. It looked quite set. All of a sudden, the last 5 minutes gone absolutely crazy. Everything's happening. I thought a car was going to end up in the media area at one point. It's making up to make a great final. Is there something on the track by the start and finish line, Frank? Or is
I think it's just a leaf.
It looked like a tyre. I thought that was the tyre from the yellow car.
So we're following, we're still on car 5, yes, car 3 of Totman, we followed him. He's presently in fourth place. Car 7 is in fifth. Where is he out there? That's Alessio Mazzio. He's coming across the finish line. Let's get on car 7, Stu, through the Protoform P and coming through the timing turn onto the main straight. The defense of his title hasn't gone as smoothly as he would have liked, I'm sure. But yeah, that leaf at the finish line is blown away, James. So Mazzio coming through the TB turn and the Protoform P through the my RCM bend down the main straight. Who's that? Who's flamed out? Car 3. Fourth position man, Totman, flamed out. Now he's now fifth. As Silvio Heckler's mechanic takes his fuel and tools away. There's a stone stuck in Totman's car.
1 minute remaining, 1 minute remaining.
All right, so it's still order is Peach, Fernandez, Escandon, and Kurzbrook. Fernandez Escandon on for a glory run here. We're on Peach at the moment. Don't think anyone else is. Timu's still running. He's behind. He's 2 cars behind Escandon on the track. Escandon letting the cars pass and make up. He's got plenty of laps on the cars who've just passed him, so he's letting them go. He wants to make it to the end. I bet Escandon is going to get more cheers than Peach when the race finishes.
Pete just looks like he's losing traction on this last lap. Last
yeah,
couple
I think
of corners.
the tires are just going. They've said it's a very high wear circuit. So here we are, Robert Peach.
See if we can
And
grab
there
him
we
for a
go.
chat.
There we go. That's Peach taking the championship. How does that feel, Robert?
Oh, it's so great. I feel that something on the car was broken off the 3 minutes before the end.
Yeah, you were sliding around just a bit.
I don't accelerate anymore, and I didn't know how far the second was behind me. It was crazy in the end. Wow.
Well, obviously, the local man getting a lot of cheers here. A lot of Spanish racers, obviously, here. More than 30 racers. But amazing run. You passed Timu there very early on.
Yeah.
What was the pit strategy?
Yeah.
Was there any defined pit strategy that you definitely were going to follow, or did you make it up as you went along?
I think we realized that I can go a little bit faster than Timu, so we make our pit stop 1 lap early, so I can pass him in the pit, and after that I can pull away just a little bit, and when I may have one straight ahead of him, I just try to control the race.
Well, it was a fantastic run, and congratulations. You're the 2014 EFRA European 1/10th IC 200 millimeter champion. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Eduardo, fantastic run there.
Well,
how does that feel?
Well, incredible. I am in a dream from quarterfinal to the second place and vice champion is unbelievable for me. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just getting on the podium must be amazing, but making second behind multiple European champion and former world champion Robert Peach just must feel just amazing.
Yeah, it's a dream. Really, the strategy for the main was not change the types. So at the beginning of the main, I was a little bit nervous because I can't push hard, and it was difficult, but it's really fantastic.
Well, it was a great run. Congratulations on, as you say, being the vice champion here at the EFRA 1/10th IC 200 millimeter European Championships. Congratulations, and enjoy your trophy. Enjoy all the attention that you're going to have from all your fellow racers here in Spain.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.